So in this video, we're going to be going over the primary and secondary ossification centers for the fibula. So first we're going to draw the femur, and we're going to focus on 3 locations that are very high yield for the boards. So it's going to be the proximal end, the shaft, and lastly, the distal end. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a big ass circle, starting at the distal end, going through the proximal end, and then wrapping all the way back around. So we're going to make a finish line here because these 2 guys are going to be in a race, and the distal end has finished first. So this guy is going to be in first place, which represents the primary ossification for first year. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to draw midway up to the shaft, and we're going to meet it halfway. So the shaft is actually going to be 8th fetal week. So this guy's not in the race because he already finished way before. So now we're going to go to the proximal end. So this guy's way behind. So this guy's going to be in 3rd place, or the primary is going to be 3rd year. Now I know this goes against the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, but another way to think of it, going from bottom to top, you can do distal ends first, shaft is 2nd, proximal end is 3rd. So just remember that the shaft is 8th fetal week. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a big ass 7 connecting to the proximal and the distal end. And then we're going to draw a 9 encircling the proximal end. And we're going to use the 7 and 9 to help us represent the secondary ossification center for the proximal end. So what that's going to be is that it's going to be 17 to 19. And that's all that we have for the proximal end. Now let's go to the distal end of the 7, where the distal end of the fibula is. And this is just going to be 15 to 17. So that 17 is going to help us represent with the big 7. Now if you put these 2 together, you can actually see the proximal end on the tibia and the fibula. They look pretty similar. So from 16 to 18 on the tibia and 17 to 19 on the fibula. Even for the distal end, they're actually just both the same, so it's just going to be 15 to 17. So that's another way to remember the secondary ossification center for the tibia and fibula. Also, too, for the shaft, if you just take it back to grade school, you just read from left to right, it's going to be 7 and 8 on the fetal week. So that's another way to remember the shaft. Now for the steps to simplify things, what you're going to do is that you're going to draw a circle starting from the distal end and wrapping all the way back around, just like a race. Then you're going to draw a 7 and then a 9. And that's it.